Everyone's good at something. You know, you're not meant to be good at everything. It's no good being a jack of all trades and a master of none.
If you don't know what you're great at, you have to say yes and try things.
I think the biggest shift in our lives, the things that makes us the happiest, is that when somebody helps us identify our natural giftedness.
Rise and shine, it's espresso time.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you as well. You've got Michael Jordan level talent at something. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Marisa Peer. Also, if you want to have more confidence, check out my 254 series. It's free. The links to join are in the description below.
Doesn't matter how talented you are, if you don't have self-belief, you're not going to get anywhere. Successful people do what they hate to get to where they want to be. Everyone's good at something. You know, you're not meant to be good at everything. It's no good being a jack of all trades and a master of none. So be really good at what you're good at and don't worry about what you're not good at, because we're not all supposed to be good at the same thing. Find your talent, you know, find out what you love to do. What you're meant to do lies directly behind and is absolutely linked to what you love to do. When I was a kid, actually, I loved writing little stories and illustrating them, and it's funny that now I am a very successful writer because I was always writing when I was a kid, but I never considered that as a career, but it kind of found me later. My daughter was always drawing and always, in fact, she went to college to be a criminologist and then gave that up and became an artist because it's what she was meant to do. So find out what you love and be brilliant at it.
There's a reason why in my videos I say you have Michael Jordan level talent. I believe it, it's true. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something. You are the best, the absolute best at something in the world. Most people, either one, don't believe it. They don't believe that they're world class at something. Or two, they found the thing that they could be world class at, but they don't have enough guts to chase it down. They don't believe in themselves enough to chase it down. Here's the thing. You need to first explore. You need to explore. You gotta search. You gotta say yes. You gotta try things. You don't know that Tim Hortons is your favorite coffee cup until you've tried it, right? You don't know that sushi is your favorite food until you've tried it. Sushi doesn't make sense, right? This is how we think. Our logical brain starts to analyze things, and because it doesn't make sense, we don't try it. Sushi doesn't make sense. You're gonna take raw fish, mix it with rice, put seaweed around it, and then eat it. That sounds nasty, right? If you've never tried it before, it sounds nasty, but it's the best. A lot of the things that you might be great at, you are judging, you are dismissing because it doesn't make logical sense. You don't need to wrap your head around it. You need to wrap your heart around it. You have to feel it. You have to say yes and be willing to try it at least once. If you don't know what you're great at, you have to say yes and try things. And you pay attention to the feeling. The most important thing is you pay attention to the feeling. How did it make you feel? You might not be great at it. I expect not to get results at the beginning of anything, especially if it's a new skill you're learning, right? Expect to suck at the beginning. You're gonna suck. It's okay, it's normal. But how does it make you feel? Does it energize you? Do you wanna come back and do it again? And so for me, in helping entrepreneurs, I had my first speaking gig in Canada at a local YMCA. And I just sold my business, young entrepreneur success story. I was 22 years old, and I'm speaking at the YMCA, and they book off this big room for me, and they have an entrepreneurship program, and they say, hey, can you come and speak to our entrepreneurs? Yes. You know, I'm pumped. I don't know what to do next with my life anyway, because I just sold my company, and I want to get back and help. So yes, let me come and do it. And I prepare for 2 weeks making my presentation, and they're promoting it to their audience for 2 weeks. And then I get to the building and my palms are a little bit sweaty and I'm nervous, my heart's beating, get up the elevator, walk to the door, and my heart stops for a second because I look into this big room and only 3 people showed up. 3 people to a free event. And in my head, I'm thinking, how am I ever gonna turn this into a business, right? How will I ever turn this thing into a business if I can only get 3 people to show up to a free thing with a partner? But I did my presentation anyway, I prepared, I didn't wanna let these 3 people down. And it was the best. It filled me up so much knowing that I helped these 3 people out. I can't tell you how great I felt. And then we went to the coffee shop after and continued talking throughout the rest of the night. And I knew that I had to find a way to keep going, even though it made no logical sense. And here I am. I'm 39 now. I was 22, right? Still doing what I'm doing, just on a bigger level. I could not tell you that I would be here. I had no idea what it would look like. You need to wrap your heart around it. You need to try. You need to first start by believing that you have Michael Jordan level talent at something. That you can be the greatest in the world at something. You can be it. And whatever lifts you up on a daily basis, you need to believe it. You need to understand. You need to see it every day, because a one-off day is not enough. And if that means you're watching one of these videos, is why I made this channel. If this video helps you, great, subscribe and watch the other videos. Or if it's somebody's podcast, or doing an act of kindness and holding the door for somebody, or listening to, an audio, or reading the book, something, anything, whatever makes you feel like you believe in yourself and your abilities, even though your ideas are really weirdly different compared to what your family wants you to do, right? Chances are the thing that you are Michael Jordan at is not what your family wants you to do. Because your parents probably aren't Michael Jordan at what they did, right? They settled. And their advice, therefore, is to have you settle as well. No. Not gonna fly. I got Michael Jordan level talent at something, I'm gonna figure it out. And so whatever gets you into that mindset of believing it, you need to be around daily. You need it. You need it part of your morning routine. Whatever that thing is has to be in your morning routine, because if you wake up and did the thing that made you feel confident, made you feel bold, made you feel alive every single day, man, your life is going to be dramatically different. It just will. There's no chance you're the same person in a year. There's no chance you're in the same situation in a year. No chance. Not if you wake up and felt bold, did the thing that made you feel bold. You won't wake up and naturally feel bold. You have to inject something in. What is the thing that makes you feel bold, and doing that every single morning? It will change your life. And then when you find the thing that you have potential at, that energizes you, that you love, you go all in on it. You spend more time doing it. You invest in yourself to potentially become the best in the world. I wasn't a natural speaker. I wasn't a great speaker. It took me 6,000 videos to get to where I'm at right now. A lot of speaking, a lot of practicing, a lot of coaching. You can get great at anything. It's just a skill set. You can learn any skill set, but the thing that will give you the drive to learn the skill set to be the best is the love of the game, of the craft, of the thing. And it all starts from you deciding that you are Michael Jordan at something. Now, I've got a quick bonus video that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, question of the day, I wanna know, what is the thing that you are going to commit to doing on a daily basis to give you the belief you need to take charge and live your life? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you promise to take some action after watching this video, give me a hashtag believe down in the comments as well to make it official.
When I was small, I was also really undersized. So it's probably one of the reasons I lift weights. I was always, every baseball picture, I'm the kid holding the sign in the front, right? So I was small and skinny. They used to tease me, Eddie Spaghetti, and I'd get bullied at school, and I never retaliated. So I had that mixed with shyness, mixed with chaos in my home, which many people can relate to. And I gotta tell you that the shift for me, sports was good for me, because it gave me an out that I finally found something that I was pretty good at. I think the biggest shift in our lives, the things that makes us the happiest, is that when somebody helps us identify our natural giftedness. And when I was a little boy, when I got a little bit older, they pointed out my speed. So it wasn't my lack of size, I was fast. I was the fast kid, right? I always wanted to be fast kid, and I got confidence in baseball doing that. When I got into business, they said, you're intense. When someone points out a gift about you that you also kind of intuitively know to be true, they're linked to them. You're intense, you're passionate, you won't get outworked, you're relentless. I went, I am those things. And when someone linked those gifts to me winning, now I believed I could win. That's the other way to change identity, is when someone can link your giftedness to the victory, you'll believe it. Not like you're great, that's general, that's right. But it's something you know specific. Like for you right now, you wouldn't brag about them. There's a few things you know what, I am good at these things, right? I've always been good at these things, it's natural for me. And when someone links that to you winning, like for you, for example, you're an unbelievable interviewer. You have this general, you don't need to be the smartest person in the room, because you probably are most of the time. And so there's a confidence that allows you to be present when you interview me and just listen, that's different than anyone who's interviewed me before. And so that's a natural giftedness for you, which is why there's a part of you that kind of knows, you wouldn't say it, but I am pretty good at this. This is a good program. And so the way we change your identity, the way I changed mine, was by getting in touch with what some of my natural gifts were and then using them in my career, using them in my life. That shifted the weight right off of me. Because the weight was, I suck, I'm shy, I'm small, I have a screwed up family. That's the weight, right? The lifting off of the weight is, these are some gifts God gave me, or the universe gave me, or that at least I know I have, and I can spend my life using these gifts. Now I've got hope. Now my identity's changing. Now my life takes a different direction.
If you want to learn from Marisa on how to not let destructive criticism in, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
You can't stop people criticizing. You cannot let it in.